going on, everybody? Welcome to the official Trade Talk channel. Let me kill this music, even though it is good music. I do like that song very much. I do. All right. Good morning, everybody. So this morning we're taking a look at the S&P 500 as it climbs above $4,600. It's just insane. What we're going through right now is uncanny. It has never happened ever before in the world. Have we had a strong bull market like this with such terrible economic stuff? All right. So the macro bears are getting their asses whooped, and they don't like it. They don't like it at all. But anyways, moving forward, Bitcoin is doing a little bit of nothing today. You can see it's trading inside of yesterday's range. It did look a little bit good this morning when it was trading up there at the high of day, but it has since backed off. If we pull up the intraday chart, you can see right there's that high I was talking about, but you have backed off from it. So what current levels? Well, since there's nothing really on the daily to go by, I mean, I guess you could use yesterday's close, which is today's open. That might be an area you could look for potential bullish entries, but we'll see what happens, right? There it is. It's all the way down there. And other news, we're going to be closing out the TSM option trade. If you took this trade based on last Thursday's live stream, I know I went over it yesterday, but I'm going to go over it again just in case there's somebody new in here and doesn't understand what we're talking about. Right here, the 50 exponential moving average is literally, well, let's pull it back up. We were looking for this section right here to be a bear trap. This was the day that someone asked me to look at it. And they said, what do you think? And I said, I love it if we end up showing a bear trap right in here. And what I would want to see is I would want to see price get back above 98.94. And as long as it does that, then you could buy 98.94. Well, unfortunately, it gapped up yesterday, right? Gapped up, or not yesterday, but Tuesday, gapped up, and it didn't really give you an opportunity to buy at 98.94. But yesterday it did. And as you can see, pre-market, this thing's trading at $101. So what I did was, instead of just buying a call outright, I went ahead and minimized my risk by selling the 101 call, and I bought the 98 in the money call. And basically what I've done here is, this is the risk graph. If you can look, this is that bullish call. This is the short call. So if you follow this line right here, this is the risk graph. So once price gets below 97.50, the maximum loss is only a 136 because the line stays straight. That means that's capped. Can't lose any more. And the same goes for the profit side. It's capped at 164. So we're gapping up this morning nicely. So as soon as the market opens, we're going to close this trade for a $164 profit. And on a $5,000 account, that ain't bad. That's like 3% gain on the entire account. Not bad at all. And I took this trade yesterday. I put it on yesterday, and I used literally this week's close, or this week's expiration. We got 1 day left. So after today, you'll have 0 days, which that would be Friday, right? Friday, you will always see a 0 day up there on Friday on the expiration. So the trade's looking pretty damn good. We took it based on the technical analysis, and there it is. Beautiful stuff. So yeah, S&P 500, like I said, it's just simply climbing. So obviously I'm going to have to close out that, eventually I'm going to have to close out that long call I sold way out of the money at 4,900. Remember, this is the macro ES, so it does not trade exactly like the ES. I'll show you the chart here. That is the 3-minute time frame. We don't want that. Let's go to the daily. All right, so there you go. There's the daily time frame, and it's trading currently what? Well, it's trading at 46, 45. No, that was the open. 46.82 is what it's trading at. and the S&P 500 is trading at 4606. So they don't have the same price, but this is a new product and it's new. It's just, so eventually you can see that's all the data that I have for it, right? That's it. So it is a rather new product. So, but that will give market makers the opportunity to be able to get in there and do their thing and make the prices get closer to one another. But nevertheless, the $4,900 strike that I sold is way out of the money and it's well above the all-time high. So I don't have real live data on TradingView, but it's forward MES. I don't have real live data. It's lagging by 15 minutes. Why won't you let me have it? I didn't want. Oh, I know what it is. It's MS1 exclamation. No. MES1 exclamation. There we go. So here's the all-time high on it. Roughly around, well, we'll just call it 48. 48.10, 48.09, somewhere in that. So that's why I sold the 4900s. But since I sold it, you can see this thing has done nothing but go up. So yeah, I mean, if this thing expires here on this green line without getting there, the trade will make the max amount of profitability. But if it continues to go up and before expiration, then I will have to close that trade for a loss, because option prices are affected by stock prices. Whatever the underlying asset you're trading, in this case, it's the MES, the macro ES futures. If this thing continues to go up, that's going to make the premium that I sold rise, and that's literally going to make me lose money, right? So hopefully this thing does find a top sometime, or at least just trade sideways till September, please. I'm just kidding. It's a macro ES. I won't take more than a $50 loss. All right. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I thought, since there's not really much going on, or as far as looking for potential opportunities, you can see that you could have potentially shorted there, but I wasn't. It happened right at the London session, right? That's the yearly opening range. Aussie dollar traded up to it. Traded up there for many hours, but then ultimately rolled over. So we're testing some kind of support or resistance. I got too many lines on this damn chart. But that's Aussie dollar, Euro dollar. Ooh, getting killed. Getting killed. I would say this is based on either they did something wrong or there was some kind of news. I haven't even looked at the news today because of the news that we had yesterday. Let's see here. I don't see anything that would be making it get absolutely killed, but durable goods come out. Durable goods and quarter GDP. That's a big one. Yeah, that's a big one. That's gonna have the dollar moving pretty good. So let's see what happens to Bitcoin. It may roll over. Do we have any resistances at which we can sell it now? We got an hourly res there. I guess we can watch 4-hour res and see what's up. We got a 4-hour Heath level way up there, but price never even got up there, and I don't think it will. Not with the GDP numbers. Let's look at the GDP numbers. Initial jobless claims came in lower than expectation, which is good. The jobs just aren't breaking, are they? I mean, they just aren't breaking. You got pending home sales coming up in 38 minutes. But this is the initial jobless claims in this GDP. It's GDP is up, right? Quarter over quarter. Let's click on it. See if it'll give us an average here. Yeah. So we had some negative quarters. This ain't right. No, because we had 2 negative quarters at the beginning of 2022. Maybe it's this one. No, it's definitely not that one. All right. I don't know. It doesn't matter, right? The news does not matter. The objective of this game is to make high probable entries using various different ways to do that. It is becoming more difficult to use Bitcoin futures, that is, in the US. So we're going to start doing some options things. Because option things are cool. You can do defined risk strategies and stuff like that. Also, let me pull this over here. We're going to be looking at, let's say, Chewy, for instance, this morning. CHEW. Okay, so it's CHWY then. There we go. So the AI, or the algorithm, whatever you want to call it, has called Chewy a strong buy. A strong buy with a very low risk. And it literally says to buy the deep in the money September 15th, $25 call. Let's go just see how much that is worth. Oh, that's, get rid of the E, mate. Get rid of the E. And I don't want chart. I want trade. So what did it say? September the 15th? Yeah, September the 15th, and a $25. Oh, it's going to be deep in the money. Wait a minute. No, it's not. The $25 call. Right there it is. So it is deep in the money. That's a $910 trade. We'll see if we can't put this one on for closer to $9 instead of $9.10. But we'll see what happens once the market gets rolling here this morning, which is in 6 minutes. So does anybody got any questions? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Love the music, says Mr. P. Yep, I like it too. What's up, Brian? Hi, everyone, says Michelle. And good evening, boss Heath, and to everyone, Bradley. What's up, Bradley? All right. No questions. Let's see what we got on USD CAD. Still trading sideways in a range, which I wish the S&P 500 would do. Trade sideways in a range. CAD Swiss finally found the bottom down here and has bounced a little bit. Probably look at 66,390 for another potential short entry. Don't short it down here. It was a big move. If you look at it on the weekly, you can see that's a big, big move. In the last 2 weeks, you've been trading sideways. This is actually support. So maybe just a tick up to there. But you could get a wick all the way up to this week's open. So just keep that in mind. So these would be the levels that I would watch for new short entries. Damn it, that is not the one I wanted to delete. Urgh. So there we are. Looking bearish. Looking bearish. U.S. oil is reaching up there to that 2023 yearly opening area. Would I be a seller on this? No. Why? Because you have literally broken out. You've crossed above both moving averages. Your yellow is above the green, which suggests trending conditions. However, this is a big, big level. So I would expect a little bit of a potential resistance here. But there is the May open, which was the big breakdown candle. It stayed within this candle's support. So let's use that one as support, seeing how we did not break down below it on a monthly closing basis. You did get a weekly closing there, a retest the yearly open back down. So literally on oil, it's been trading in a massive range here. But obviously, people were buying 66.94. Why? Because it's monthly support. It's monthly support, everybody. That's why. All right. On the daily, it didn't really get quite that oversold. I guess it did tag oversold there, but it's just been in a range. So my advice for oil would probably be to wait to see what happens here. And then if it holds 67 or 76, 69, 76, 69, that would be an area to look for potential buying opportunities on oil. But your target would be 80.54, right? Because that's the range. If it rejects here, it might do what Aussie dollar did and just blast right on through there like this, boom, and then drop. And then it did it again and then dropped. It tested it today. But I mean, you're still on the daily. You're controlled by the bulls as of right now. So I would not be looking to short the Aussie dollar. Instead, what I'd be doing is looking to potentially buy support, which would be down in here, or do what we did on TSM. Wait for a bear trap to be formed, like a daily close under the 50, 2 days, and then see if you get a move to the upside. And if you do, then you could look to be a buyer at 67.226. That's Aussie dollar. But I do like it still. I do like to see big moves like that and then a slow pullback back down into wherever people would be looking to be a buyer. This is just going to keep falling, I guess. So we'll see wherever it finds the resistance or support, which it should find support here. So maybe after it liquidates this low, maybe then you can get some kind of bullish reaction. However, this was bullish this morning and then boom. So that's quite momentous. Literally 2 hours brought you right back down. So maybe watch 110, 210 for liquidation, which has already occurred. I do believe, yes, it has already occurred. So if you want to buy it there, use a very tight stop, 1% on the risk. All right. It doesn't have to be tight. You could put a 1% risk all the way down here, which would mean that you would just literally be selling it back up there if it were to go up. So let's go back over here real quick to positions. Where is the TSM? P&L on the day, $94. So P&L open, $102. What's price doing? All right, so price is pulling back. On the open, just a bit. I'm just going to pull this over like so. So there you go. That's the open there. So let's go ahead and just close it out. I mean, I don't care if I get the complete and total 100% profit. I mean, $109 is 2% gain. That is not bad. But I'm wondering why it isn't at max profit. It should be at max profit because of the strikes. So if I can get it back at 101.58, let's see what it says. Max profitability. Where's the thing at? Here. Max profitability is... What's going on here? Oh, this is the wrong damn thing. Here we go. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Max profitability should be roughly right at 101. That's where it tops out right there. So we'll just go ahead and close it. 164 should be the max profit. I guess if it were to get up in there. But anyways, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I like it. Let's close this biatch. Let's close it. So we want to sell him. We want to buy him. We want to review. And Make sure it says to close, buy to close, sell to close, send order, and we're out. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's how it works, guys. Very simple. All right. So where is Chewy? The reason I sold it is literally it can't, even if it were to go anything above 101 is capped. I can't make any more money above 101 because I had a short call option setting at 101. The idea was just to make, 50, 60 bucks off the trade and call it a day. Instead, it actually did pretty good. Now, the another major reason, even though on the technical analysis side it does look beautiful as far as bullish continuation, potentially this is a big gap up, right? You're up, but let me show you this. There you are. You are gapping up well above the options expected move for this thing for this week. But I mean, we've seen breaches. Here was a breach for 3 days. It stayed above the expected move here. So nowadays, especially if things have a lot of implied volatility, they will breach the expected move. But since we are breached well above the expected move, you could see a pullback all the way back down to close the gap or retest the expected move. So that trade is over with, right? But if you bought the shares or just bought a long call, say the $98 strike, you can hold that for as long as you wish, right? Until you like close days back under this, then you would probably want to bail. Probably want to bail. All right, so, and next week, I think it'll have a much better shot at actually moving up. So Chewy is an expensive trade. Let me see what Brian said. TIXT. I don't know what this is. And TIXT. I don't see it on the list either. So basically this list that I'm talking about here, I just show you a little bit of what's going on. Now, it's not a huge sample set. Of course, I understand that. But I went back in time to June the 30th and I picked strong buy stocks. And this red line here is basically when the algo said to buy. And remember, you're buying deep in the money options. And this thing just went straight up after. And I did that for literally like this was the worst one in as far as profitability goes. But just look at that. Like, that's the end of that. Oh, that's what I just looked at. Then this one I checked. So, I mean, out of like 10 to 15 of these things I looked at, had you bought when it said to buy, you would have taken some heat on some of them. But if you hold the option for more than, let's say, 5 to 10 days, then it does eventually get into profitability. So far, this thing is doing pretty damn good. But I'm going to do a lot more testing, obviously. I don't see this on the list, so this is probably just Brian found it on his own. And he didn't say if he was buying it or selling it. So I don't know what's going on there. But Chewy's on the list, but it's an expensive one. So let's see if we can find another one. FHN. FHN. Let's go to FHN. See what we got here. Oh, this was on. It's still a strong buy. Yeah, nah. I need a pullback and then I'll buy it. I can't buy it now because you just broke out. So this is one that I checked 30 days out. It's up in the profitability. It's still on the list as a strong buy. with a 1 as far as low risk. It wants me to buy the September 15th expiration, $10 call, deep in the money. So this call down in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of TSM down here. Oh, I also took a trade on Algo yesterday. It's up 7.61%. I only use 6 leverage, 6x leverage, because I got a pretty wide stop on it. But on that thing, this was one of the strongest buys. So I took a buy on it last night just to see how it played out. With a small account, I think there's like $250 in this account. So you can see there, I just bought it right on this pullback right here. Bought it. There's my stop loss. I think I'm risking somewhere. Oh, sorry, not 7%, 14%. You can see that it's a very small account, $224, right? Not a big account. Yeah, so just playing around with it, right? I'm not going to use a ton of money to play around with an algo. But anyways, I took that trade based on it. So let's see. We'll put FHN on the watch list and maybe even give us an alert here when we get close to 1290, as that way I would be more comfortable buying it there. Let's see what else we got here. PSNY. It's a 9 out of 10. Let's check it out. PSNY. Yeah. I feel as if though we missed that too. This would have been the area to be a buyer on it. There. Or there. Not there. So 411 or 423. This one is actually cheap enough to buy the stock. Couple hundred shares. As it did come in for a retest on the 50. Check. It is trading above the 21 and the 50. Check. It is down on the year more than likely. Check. Oh my gosh, you're even above the 50 on the weekly. Yeah. Yeah, we'll watch. Yeah, the top one, because that's weekly support. All right. So if it backs off around 454 and then comes back into 422, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. What else? What else is strong buy? Strong buy. With a risk of 3, Foot Locker. Ooh. We do have support. It is not the yearly open. We do have support, but it is down too. Go back to the weekly, see what we got. Got earnings coming up. Earnings coming up. Foot Locker. I wonder why they're getting beat up. And it's not like it just got beat up recently. Back in May. Boom, boom. Let me see here. Oh, it is a strong buy, but it has a risk of 3. And it wants you to buy the September 15th. $15 call deep in the money. Got earnings coming up. The 15. That's going to be an expensive one too. See, that's what spreads help with, right? That's what spreads help with. That would be an $1,100 trade, which would use up quite a bit of buying power, but I could buy one. has a 93% chance of being in the money, but it doesn't matter, right? Because if it's in the money here, it's only going to be worth $2.60, which would be a huge loss, which we wouldn't let that happen. So since we are already moving to the upside, we got to wait for a support check, right? Plus you're coming into resistance here, being the 21. So maybe let's let it break out. Potentially, it doesn't mean it will, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And that's Foot Locker. It's been trending pretty much down. Big miss on earnings. Got it down. As far as cheapness goes, it's pretty cheap. It's not as cheap as it can get, but it is pretty cheap. Got monthly support there and then there. You're currently trading under the last month's support, which is going to potentially be resistance. So I like to buy these things the same way that I bought TSM, on the pullback. On the pullback. I bought it on the pullback on this day right here when it was pulling back. Right in through here. This is where I bought it. All right. So waking up to see that, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nice trade that one was. And I'm so glad. Whoever called that out, good job. Good job. Let's see. XU 100, please. Let's do it. Oh, man. Like, it's always up. Always it's up. I said wait for a pullback. Didn't get it. I can't remember the last time you had me look at this, actually. But I mean, you can't buy it all the way up there, right? You need a pullback at least. There's gonna be nothing on the weekly. It's just up, 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 up. On the monthly, boom, boom. Let's see, does this thing ever do a meta? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not even close. Meta is literally 9 straight months up. 9. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. And if you look at the entirety of this stock, it has never done that before. We are seeing things that have never happened before. That's where my call was. You see why I sold it or bought it back before the earnings? Because earnings was a beat. Now, my 350 strike is still safe. And if it closes tomorrow under 350, I would have had a max gain on that. But I just can't risk going through earnings. Now, if we looked at the expected move for that day based on implied volatility, it hit the expected move to perfection. Like to perfection. Let me pull it up over here. So the expected move yesterday was $25, I think. And from trading at the close around 298 to what's the high? 325. I mean, it hit the expected move absolutely perfectly. Which is why I chose this strike, right? Because it was way above the expected move. But there's nothing that says this thing can't just slowly trend up all day today and all day tomorrow and get up there. And that would have been a massive loss. That's just too much risk. Whereas spreads eliminate that risk, right? All right. So yeah, just Ahmad, wait for a pullback to bear support. You know that. You've been with me for a while now. All right. I'm not saying that like meanly. I'm just saying wait for a pullback to support. When you get it, then you can be a buyer, right? But you got to make sure that it holds. Don't just buy the immediate tag of it. I'm assuming it's just doing the same thing the S&P 500 is doing, kind of. Only this has to do with the Turkish lira as well. USD JPY pulling up right back to the 21 exponential moving average. Could this be a potential short? Could be. But that would be like buying the Euro USD. I mean, buying the Euro USD when it's making a massive move like that. All right, let me go see what's up over on the Discord. GDX is at a level for a day trade, trailing stop. So okay, so the sold is what? Short, long, GDX. I guess the buy is your trailing stop. So you sold it at, no way, that can't be right. If you sold it at 30.76, yeah, I made a quick 10 cents, which is fantastic. Yeah, 10 cents don't sound like a lot, guys, but it is. The bigger your accounts get, the more little movement fluctuations in price can help, literally. I mean, that man's up over 100% in 90 days. That is phenomenal. That's doubling your account in 90 days. That's not bad. All right. Please take a look at silver. Yeah. Tony, after the stream ended, I seen your comment and I literally typed in the thing hoping that you were still around after the stream went off, which was very low odds of that. But I did tell you if you found me on Twitter, I would look at it. But since you're here, let's go get it. It's looking bad because of the dollar. The dollar's doing its thing today, right? And silver, that's gold. We want silver. XAG, dummy. I type XAU so much. All right, so there you go. Broke out above the yearly opening range, looking good. It's that does not look good. I mean, that is a perfect supply selling opportunity. Perfect. I wouldn't have taken it because it's above the 21, but sometimes you can, nail tops like that. And it didn't quite get to resistance. So right now it's got too much momentum today to buy it. All right. But if it does trade back down to 23,967, which is the yearly opening range, and starts to find support here, 1, 2, 3 days, then you can look to buy it for a potential move to the upside. Now, yesterday they did raise interest rates by 50 basis points, and it was expected. So the dollar didn't do anything yesterday, but it could be doing it now, right? Based on the GDP numbers we got, that's definitely moving the dollar a little bit today. But that's okay because whatever happens during a news event can be faded, just depending on the strength of the demand in the market or the strength of the supply in the market. So it looks like there's quite a bit of supply up in this region because the last time you got up here, you weren't there for very long and you failed. Now, this is the second time you're above it. All right. So this was a failure, retest, failure. So that's going to be this is going to be your yearly low. So you clearly have a higher low, a very much higher low, as this is your yearly low right there. So this low is much higher. So this is the price that I want you to watch. And I want to see multiple candles trading at that price. Like multiple candles. You can even get one to close down there, but then I want to see one like that. All right. And then a retest of this area here would be where I'd be looking to buy it. So this is what you're looking for, something similar like that. Now, if you just melt through this line, then it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a difficult buy, right? Because then you will have lost the 21 and the 50. But I mean, it looks okay for now. That was a complete fail. Epic fail. There we go. So there's kind of sort of your trend on the year, but your yearly high is much, much smaller than your yearly low wick. So that's what you got right there on your yearly candle. A doji. A doji, y'all. You had a doji also last year, kind of. But a bullish doji nonetheless. What did it do? It came down and tested 2020's yearly opening range. And that was the buy. That was the buy. The buy, the buy, the buy. That's fantastic. This thing has been trending on a yearly basis above almost its 21 exponential moving average. Yeah. Yeah, it's still structured bullish there. Let's see the week. Yeah, I mean, look at the size of the weekly candle. It's not bad, right? It's not huge. The daily looks terrible, but the weekly doesn't look bad at all. It could be coming back for this price right there, 23,967. If that area holds that support, I would be a buyer there. I mean, the worst you can lose is 1%, right? The worst you can lose is 1%, and the upside is unlimited. So, yeah. I hope that helps, Tony, and I really apologize for not getting it to you yesterday, but I'm glad we didn't get it yesterday, because yesterday I've probably been like, yeah, look for a support right here and buy it, and you would have puked, right? Today you would have been like pissed off, like, no, he said buy there. So I'm kind of glad we answered it today. Watch the yearly opening range, as that level does have sway. All right. Good morning, Heath. Intel. Yes. INTTC. Let's see how much higher it is off the yearly opening range, because I literally told people to buy it on Thursday when we were testing the yearly opening range, and you're up decently. It's not a big mover, so it's not like Nvidia or something, but had you bought the yearly opening range, you'd be up 20%. Johan, I'm up 12% on Intel when you set to buy. All right, nice. It's actually up 27%. So maybe you bought it a little late. Maybe you bought it over in here on a pullback or something. BTC, please. All right. It's not doing nothing. It's doing the exact same thing it's been doing all day, which is staying inside of yesterday's range. This is your open of the day right here. This candle, this little baby right there. That's your open. So you definitely want to see this price defended, or your uptrend for the day is decimated. All right, so something like that, right? Something like this. Now, I can't buy that because there's no level there, but let's go deeper. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can buy it here because there's a 30-minute support. So 29,411 needs to hold. If it doesn't, you lose. This would be where I'd put my stop. 29,381. You set your bid at 29,411. You set your stop at 29,381. And that gives you back to resistance. Good, better than 2-to-1 risk to reward. Oh, something like this. 2.6-to-1 risk to reward. So that's your stop. Let me get rid of that. That's your opening price. So you definitely want to see that hold. I mean, once you get under that, you're bearish on the day. But that's your stop. That's your entry. And if you lose it, if you lose this trend, then your daily uptrend has been broken. All right, so I don't know if you're going to get a test of it. It does look like it's having quite the reaction. I mean, look at there's nobody trading this. When you get a gap in 5-minute candles like this on Coinbase, no matter, right? Coinbase is one of the most liquid exchanges to buy Bitcoin on. And when you get a gap from there to there on a 5-minute candle, that literally means that there was no market maker setting at this price. It was setting there and not there. So I don't like to see that ever, especially in something that is supposed to be liquid. So there's not much volume trading in Bitcoin today. I don't have volume. Why don't I have volume? I mean, it looks like there's volume, but compared to yesterday, there's like nothing happening in Bitcoin today. So this is the area to be a buyer. Right in here. And then this is your stop. And then this would be your take profit ahead of this level. Do not get greedy, because I did that on Aussie dollar the other day and I lost money. I should have taken profits where it went up. I would have been up good. But I didn't. I was doing a live stream also, but yeah, it's neither here nor there. Don't get greedy ever. That's your range right there. That's your setup. This red line is literally your daily uptrend on an hourly time frame, right? From the open to that close. So that propels you out into the day. So if it's going to continue to hold its trend, then you would want to see that hold. Now, does Bitcoin usually hold daily trends? Not so much. Not so much. This would have been it. Yesterday, it didn't even really have a trend until it got up there. But then it broke it, obviously, with that candle. But yeah, it's neither here nor there. Yeah, not much volume trading in Bitcoin today. So let's watch and see what happens here. Where am I at? Where am I at? Let me get over here. And let me get on this one. And I will take the trade with you. But it's different. Let me see here. Give me a second. It's different. Why is it different? That's yesterday's open. All right, there it is. So I want to take it from there to there. And then we found a 30-minute level, which is that hourly candle, which it looks different on Bitget. It's actually there now on Bitget. Yeah, we'll go drop the leverage down. Let's say, let's do 10x. All right, 10x. I'm not willing to risk a whole lot. Wait, let me make sure I can get this at 1% real quick. It's probably going to have to drop to nothing. Let me see the 30-minute time frame. Just bear with me. I'm trying to set this trade up on the Bitget platform. What did I use? That one. I'm already under that, so. All right, we're coming into it now. We'll watch it. See, this line on the Bitget platform, we're already under it. Or already under it. So this is the ideal place to buy. Not that trend line is subjective. This is an objective form of support on a 30-minute time frame. But like I said, we're trading under it now, but it doesn't mean it'll close under it, right? Closes are the key. So if it tags that line right there, I'll take a buy on it, which would be roughly, I don't know, because the prices aren't the same either. So that is where I said to put your stop loss. Which is that hourly candle. So that's the stop. And then the entry is somewhere up here. I'll call it 29,404. It's 29,411 there, but 29,404 with a limit order. 29,404 going 100%, and then I'll set the buy limit there. All right. So I got a limit order setting. This is the area where we would like to be filled. Did I get filled? No, it tagged it, but I did not get filled. It's literally setting on my price, and it did not get filled. Oh my God, it was setting at 29,404.0, and I did not get filled. Oh, that should fill me right there. But that didn't happen on Bitget. Come on. Come on. Fill me. I swear to God, it's at 29,404 right now. And it did not fill me. All right, I'm just going to mark it in. Oh, that would have filled me. It went down to 29,403. That would have definitely filled me. All right, so I'm long Bitcoin. This is a whole 54 minutes left on this candle. This candle just opened. This is the area of stop. And it looks ugly. Stop 29,373. Let me put it in there. Take 29,373, 29,373. And that will be a 2% loss. 2% loss. I can handle a 2% loss. All right, so I am in the trade. This is my stop loss. And that will be a 2% loss. That is a 2% widespread for me. So let's see what happens. And this is our target. So for me, that would be a 4% gain if it gets up there, which will literally be eaten up in fees because I had the market order in because I was not patient enough to wait for that 29,403 tick. I didn't like the fact that it was literally sitting on my limit at 29,404 and it did not fill me. Piece of garbage. All right, anyways, moving on. Can you look at TGT? Looking to buy. Target. All right, so you are familiar with politics, I hope. Just kidding. But yeah, this thing's getting killed because of politics. Literally, politics. It beat on earnings. I mean, Target's a good brand, right? It's a good store. All right, so here's Target. Here's your all-time high on Target. You are down 47%. All right, not a bad idea to buy at 47% off. I mean, half off, everybody now. Come on, let's buy Target, 50% off. Woo woo. But first, look at Walmart. It's like literally the same exact thing, right? It's a store, big one, brick and mortar, and they do online stuff, and they sell groceries, right? Same way, same thing as Target. Walmart is at all-time highs, and Target is getting killed. This is politics. So yeah, you can buy it simply for the fact that it is off 47%. There's your yearly opening range. Let's see, can we buy Target? Yes, you can buy Target, and I would look to buy Target. Oof. Let's see where last week's close puts us in the daily spectrum. Yeah, that's daily support, 134.08. As long as you're closing dailies above 134.08, you can buy it. All right, so if this was going to be a bear trap, I mean a bull trap, it would have gotten sold off right through there. That would have been your bull trap. This would have literally went boom, boom, right? But it didn't. It did not. It came in for a retest and up. That's good. For the near term, anyways. That's good for the near term. So the price to watch is 134.08. If you get a pull back to there, you want to make sure that you're not closing dailies under it. Now, you got a lower daily support right there. You could watch that one even, 133.55-ish. Right? But the way to tell, like, just watch your hourly closes under the line, right? If you're closing multiple hourlies under this and you're getting downside continuation, meaning like each close is getting lower and lower, then you got to wait until it pops back up there or find another support. But if it does get under that, what's going to happen is you're going to be back under your 21 and you're going to be back under your 50. So need a pullback to here or to here. You can buy that or buy that. And then hopefully you get that. Politics, though. But they are changing, apparently. According to some sources, they are changing their ways about. We'll see how it plays out. Bitcoin right back to the open. So I want to find a trade to take today while we're live, but everything is expensive. What was Foot Locker? What was it again? FL. Ooh, we're coming back down. Yeah, Foot Locker is still not really a buy yet. But it says strong buy. Is it a strong buy or just a buy? No, strong buy. It's got a 3 on a risk scale, but it's 10 to 10. And I want you to buy it deep in the money, September 15th, 1750s. The 17 halves. Yeah. See, even if we went up and sold a 9% or a 9 delta or a 13 delta, it's not going to really increase or help with that. That's going to be a very, very expensive trade. Let me see. This is a midpoint down here. Don't ever try to get filled on the ask. Try to get filled in the middle, even when you get out. Always try to get filled in the middle. So I'm just looking at this. What just happened? No, I don't want a clear order. I want to edit order. Oh, that's what happened. It dropped. Someone came in here with a better bid at 1090. So we'll put in a 1095 bid. It's going to take $1,000 worth of buying power, which I have because I sold, or I got out of that position. Send order. Now you should see this change to 1095 because that's where I put my bid at 1095. This W just means it's working. It's a working order. I don't know. This is the one thing I don't like about this platform is it doesn't show me like this should have went up to 95 because I just put in a bid at 1095. So that would make me the best bid, but it didn't go up. It didn't change it. Didn't change it at all, which is odd. On Thinkorswim, if you do that, it'll change because you're the best bid. Because I am buying it. So I would have a 1095 bid. Nothing. What is that? Huh. We'll let that order work and see if I get filled at 1095 or not. I could bump it up to, I could cancel this order and bump it up to $11 and instantly get filled. But I don't want to do that. Because the best bid is still 1090. And I'm in there at 1095. So I should have the best bid. They don't want it. They don't want it. I'm short from 29,500 on Bitcoin. Oh, I thought you were wanting me to set up a damn trade. You're short from 29,500. 29,500. There's 29,509. That would be there. So you're short like right in here. Well, I mean, you're up on the day, so, you know, and the trend on the day is up. But if it breaks down right here, then your short is going to work out fine. I would take profits at 29,386, or just if you're using whatever platform you're using, find this hourly candle right there, which is the 2 a.m. candle, and take profits before it gets there, because that could be potential support. I mean, we set up a long right here, and I was using a lot of money, so it's probably going to make Bitcoin go to the moon for sure. The amount of money that I put in right there for a bid, oh my God, we're going to 40,000 easy. Easy. Of course, I'm joking, everybody. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Gold is breaking down 2.5%. That's based on the dollar chase. The dollar is soaring today. 6.64%. It's up. Yeah, thank you. I'm not sure what I said or did for you to say that, but oh, target. Gotcha. Yeah, you're welcome. Took profit 29,389. I don't know how you took profit at 29,389 because price has not hit 29,389. I can't get it. There's 29,388. Even on Bitget, price didn't get down that low. Maybe your broker or your exchange is way different than Coinbase and Bitget. All right. But still, that's not a bad trade from roughly in there down to there. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I mean, there's a lot of pressure based on the dollar on Bitcoin. The hourly's pulling back on the S&P 500, but this thing is literally ripping shorts' faces apart. Ugh. It's got to be hurtful. Let's see if we got a wick. We do. We took out this week, which is an irrelevant week. No, it's not. It's April's high. Yes, that is not irrelevant at all. That is April's high. That is why you're pulling back. Right there is April's high. April 2022. But still, that wick is the target. It took it out good. Notice how it took a little bit of time here. You got up to it, took it out, liquid, you're still kind of, and then boom. And then now you're right back down. All right. Brian is showing me screenshots of GDX. And then LBRX, long. But see, I didn't see any of these on the spreadsheet. That's why I didn't take any of them. Bought a lot of TLTs. GDX, IBRX, GDX, GDX, GDX. Oh, IBRX was a few days ago. All right, nice. Well, it doesn't appear as if they were going to get filled on that target order, even though my bid is still. GDX just hit my number. Let's check GDX. Oh, you're short GDX. Long. Did you just get long? I'm buying shares. All right. This could be a trap. It could be a bear trap. $9.49, $9.47, $9.46. All right. Obviously, this is gonna, whatever gold does, this is gonna do. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like gold, of course. So I guess it wouldn't really matter. What's more is I don't see any earnings on this thing. Dividend, but no earnings. I guess there is no earnings on an ETF, huh? Duh. Anyways, it's a miners ETF. This could be a trap. It could be stopping out everybody that got long here, right? So, but you definitely want to see it reverse from under here. What does GDX look like? I'm going to cancel this order. If it's not going to get filled, then we cancel it. We cancel it. GDX. Oh, it's only got muffled. What can we do? What can we do? We could do a $20 wide spread. A $10 wide spread, but obviously this thing moves because each one of these are $5 wide. $115. Yeah, that'd be a very expensive trade. This one wouldn't be bad, but I mean, it would need to go up quick. And it might, because like there's your old resistance. All right. Do we trade it? Do we want to trade it? I could buy out of the money and it would be cheaper, but it would be worthless. But 113 days out, these are going to hold their time value pretty good. Wide spreads to 530 to 450. That means I could put it in there at like $5, 495. Yeah, I'm looking at GDX. Oh no, I'm not. I'm looking at DGX. Jesus Christ! I'm glad you're there, watching my back, because that would have been a terrible mistake. Woohoo! Oh yeah, this is much better. Much better. You could buy in the monies here, and it wouldn't be too bad. Spreads a lot better. Bybit. Gotcha. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I understand totally. Bybit. All of them have different numbers on Bitcoin. I have also put 20-point differences between Bitcoin and BTC USD. Got it. Good morning, Heath. What do you think about Tree stock? It's about to test the yearly open. Let's go look at it. Ugh, that's not right. Yes, it is. However, ooh, yeah, this stock, look at the earnings. I don't know. I mean, for the last 3 years, it's been getting absolutely pummeled. Lending Tree. So I wonder if they're in the financial sector. That's crazy. At the beginning of the year, it did so good and then had good earnings and then got wrecked. Yeah, if you're going to buy it, I mean, they even beat on earnings again and still getting smoked. Wait, they didn't beat on this. The estimate was 193 million in revenue. That's important. You got to beat revenue. They didn't beat revenue. That's why they're getting absolutely murked. They only brought in 182 million instead of 193. An estimate was, how do you think that's a beat? That's not a beat. 3 right next to the decimal point is a 10. That's the 10th place. You're in the pennies over here. So you reported 0.01. Estimate was 0.374. I don't know. But yeah, technically it's at the yearly opening range, but losing that stuff. But once again, this could be a bear trap. It simply could. Let me see if tree's over here on a buy. I don't see it. But I did say I was going to buy one of these things today. But they're all so damn expensive. The Chewy one, yeah, so 2184 would be where I'd want to buy it. Tree was on the last week, he said. Yeah. Was it a strong buy last week or just a buy? Yes, strong buy last week. But last week, obviously, you had got killed. So, yeah. Yeah, I would buy 2184 and then I'd set my risk under this low right there. Because at that point, you're not a bear trap. Like a bear trap will put in a low and close under, and then the next day you might close a little bit lower. But if you get like a big close lower, that's not a bear trap. That's downside continuation. That's a difference. Complete and total difference. But it has been accumulating here and it has been accumulating up, which I like. So since May, it's been slowly turning up. This is okay. It could be looked at as a pullback for sure. Yearly opening range could be a bearish. All right, let's go look at trees options. They don't have weeklies. So that's a negative for me on the options. All right. I'm looking for a strong buy that I. All right, here's one. AA. Let's look at AA. They got weeklies. Let's check out the analysis. Massively down on the year. Where's my button? There it is. All right. Yeah, this could be a buy. I mean, according to the algorithm. All right, so it wants deep in the money. September 15th, $25 call. Probably going to be expensive. Step 15 right there. $25 call. No, it's not that bad actually. 960. Let's put it in for 960. 955. They won't probably take it there. Ooh, they might now. Oh, bounced right back up. You sorry dog. All right, so this is gonna be my first ever. No, I'm gonna make this one work. I'll put it right at the bid. Or nope, there it goes. Woo! Filled. Nice. All right, so positions. That's right there. All right. Now we're gonna hold this for like 10 days. Wait, it doesn't tell me the price that I bought it at. Oh yeah, it does. 955. Look at that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. They filled me close. No, they didn't. They filled me closer to that. It's going down though. All right. Put on sell. Sell to close 30%. I don't know how to do that. How do I put on sell to close at 30%? Huh. Let me go into positions. See, I don't know this thing. And open, okay. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. All right, so we definitely wanted to trade up above this so we can make money. It's a slow mover. Maybe there's some way to do it like, let me just see something here. I'm not actually gonna do this. Let me see something here. Let me go way out of the money. Let me see this. Let me buy this. Limit order. I should have also put it on good to cancel. Expirations, quantity, width, strikes, bracket order. It's right here. You got to do it before. There it is. You got to do it before you take the trade. We're learning together on a live stream how to use tastyworks, and people hate it because they've all left. All right. You're going to have to figure it out. Sell to close, good to cancel at 30%. Yeah, obviously. I'm not going to close it out. I'll watch it. Right? I'll watch it. It's up $2. $2, $2, $2. All right, let me do that, I guess. Sell to close. Review and send. It froze. Dude, I understand that. This is froze up. There it goes. It's too late. It happened. All right. So what did I even buy? The 9.7. What did it say on AA? 25s. So right here. So I want to buy this, but I want to buy it at the mid price. I want a bracket order. Limit price 955. Total cost TIF. Stop loss. Stop trigger. Stop loss is at 25%. Good to close. Good to cancel. It's not like letting me literally do anything. So 30%. Review and send. I got it. Right there's the bracket order. One cancels the other. That's right. This will cancel it out at 30%. 30% seems high. So I'm buying to open the September 15th, 25 strike. Estimated profit of $480 credit. No. That's what you said to do. Put in a stop loss at 30%. All right. I'll figure this out later. As of right now, we'll just clear it out. I'll figure it out later. I ain't worried about it. It's not a big deal. So let me just read all the comments here and then we'll wrap this up. Because I don't want to figure this shit out live. Yeah, tree's no good. I mean, it is good at the yearly open. Buy it at the yearly open. Has anybody else got any other questions? I took profit at 28,389. Good job. I bet. Let me go up, 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 up. Nope. Nothing. Quiet bunch here. 955. 960. The bracket order stuff, man. It is a stop loss. Oh, put in a take profit. Oh, this thing. Okay, so don't even mess with this. So just put this up at profit percent 30. Close at profit, all right? Good to close. Right? Does that look right? And make sure you don't lose 50 bucks. Well, then what's 30%? Which way does it look like Tesla wants to go? Been trading in a range. This is going to be 30% of 960 bucks. So what's 30% of 960 bucks? It's going to be well over $50, my friend. Right? Let's see here. Calculator. So we got 900. I'll look at Tesla. Give me 1 second. Times 0.3 equals 288. That's profit though. $288 would be the profit. So what, like a move of 1%, less, like 5 or 6%. Yeah, I'll watch it for that. Not putting in a stop for that. I would like to ask if you have any knowledge in European brokers and which would you consider a good trade Forex. Oanda is good in America and they're good worldwide. I wish cheese was as good for you as broccoli is. What? Also, stocks in terms of having position open for long periods. Yeah, I like Oanda. I'm pretty sure you can use Oanda in Europe. Let me go look at Tesla. Wait, where did that message even go? Off to the low. Yeah, the future legends are still here for sure. Which way does it look like? There it is, John. Tesla. Probably up because the market's going up. Actually, it doesn't. That's on the weekly. It looks like it may be rejecting. Yeah, maybe rejecting resistance here. I don't know what that is. That's nothing. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. This is resistance. Yeah. That's your July open. So this is your last up close bullish candle since you dropped under the July open. And it does look like you are rejecting 269. You would want to see 260.01 hold. Or it could pull back all the way to the 50. But there really is no like support level that gets you close to the 50. Maybe this one does. What is that horse nonsense? Give me this thing. Thank you. All right, now let's go look at it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't bring you close to the 50. So we'll just look at an old Heath level. Right in here is where you want it to hold. But this looks like a rejection. If it takes out yesterday's low and closes under yesterday's low, then you're going to be pretty damn close to support, which is here. You don't want to see it close under that, or this is where you're going to be coming to 250. 250. It looks like a rejection, my friend. I mean, some people would even call that a what? A head and shoulders. I don't know. I don't look at patterns. So you're still structured bullish, but you have lost. You're getting close to losing that 50 down there. This actually could be a buying opportunity, to be honest with you. All right. But I mean, on the weekly, it looks like a rejection. It looks like a rejection. So watch this weekly right there. That's weekly support. You don't want to see it closing. Daily's under weekly support. It's also daily support, so that's nice. So I could potentially be a buyer here. If you lose this on a close, then it's going to go lower. It's going to go test the 50. So yeah, 260.02, a daily close under that. I don't like it anymore. Because then you'll be under the 50 on the RSI. You're almost there now. All right. As far as brokers, like I said, I like Oanda for FX. They have good spreads. So yeah. What's this thing trading at now? 969.75. 965 is the midpoint. We want it to be good to cancel. We want to look at the bracket order. We want to take profit when we hit 30%. And then we'll manually close it out if we lose 50 bucks. Why? Because 50 bucks is 1% of a $5,000 account. Review, send. It's working. It's working! Let's see if it goes through. And this is a algorithm trade. This is not a trade talk trade. Now, Trade Talk did go out there and analyze it. AA. And it looked rough. But it looked pretty damn rough, didn't it? But on the daily is the reason why we took it, because it's at the 50. All right, we're deep in the money. If it goes through, working. That's working. 965. Oh no, it's at the bid. That's why. Then the bid needs to drop to 960. I don't know what this credit shit is because we are not selling this. This is not a credit. This is going to be a debit. Sell to close at 12.55. What is this one? What is this? Okay. The last 7 days. We'll see if they fill it. We need it. We need this bid to drop. So we need price. There we go. We're filled. Boom. There we go. We are filled. And I got filled almost on the bid. The bid was 960. That's not bad because when you buy, you're buying on the ask. But this dropped down to 5 cents and then boom, they filled me. So I got filled closer to the bid than the ask was at that point in time. Now it's like dead in the middle. But either way, it's still good. So now we need AA to move up. And supposedly, if I did this right, I will take profits of 30% immediately, like by itself. It's a new platform. I've never used it. But the reason that we're using it now instead of Thinkorswim is because A, Thinkorswim is bought by Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab has millions of freaking clients, so they're probably not going to care about you so much. Secondly, tastytrade gives you the ability to trade, to let you sell options with minimal amount of margin. So like you need at least $2,000 in the account. And if you have $2,000 in the account, then you can sell any option as long as it doesn't bring your buying power up above $2,000. So that will be the difficult part. But with these macros and stuff like that, macro futures, it will not be difficult. There is a link in the description if you want to sign up for Tastywork. We'll learn it together. I take my trades. This trade is going to be a GPT AI trade. All right. So we'll see how it goes. We'll leave it open until it either takes profits or I get a 1% loss. And if it gets to a 1% loss, I'll know that because right here is the trade. Let me close it down. Right here is the trade. And then there's P&L on the day. And over here is P&L open. Right? So if this gets to $50, you can see a lot of my positions are losing. This is one position, not two. So that's a sold call at $4,900. That's why it's losing, because the S&P 500 just keeps going up, 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 up. This is a spread trade, so I want XLF under $34 or at $34, and then this trade will be into profit. And then it's only been open 6 days, so 0 days here, 10 days there. So that's the thing about options. Even though you're losing, you don't have to close them down unless you're losing more than your 1%, because that's your allotted goal. This account is $5,000. Now, we just closed out at the beginning of the stream a very profitable trade on, what was it? I don't even remember, TSM or something like that, for almost $100. And we were in that trade literally for 1 day. As soon as the market opened this morning, I closed the trade down for $100 profits. That's a 2% win in 1 day. Not bad. So let's see if we can get AA moving to the upside. We bought it at 965, and it should sell itself out when it's up and 30% worth of profit. Now that's per position. That's not on the account, right? The position. So when it's, that costed us what, $965 to place the trade. So 30% of $900, it'll close itself. Boom. It won't be 30% gain on the equity of the account. It's only on the position. All right. With that being said, let's wrap this thing up. Yeah, we're wrapping it up. Can I look at PCAR? Yeah, let's go look at PCAR. PCAR, I like it. It's a buy. It as long as it, I mean, it's bullish, baby. Bullish. Holy shit, this thing is bullish. It's the most bullish stock I've looked at in a long time. I mean, it didn't even get hurt in the bear market of last year. Look, it was up. This stock is definitely, I mean, you're overbought on the yearly. That's how up this thing is. Overbought on the weekly, overbought on the quarterly. I guess if you're overbought on the yearly, you're going to be overbought on every single thing except the weekly. You're getting down out of it. You're having a pullback. All right. I like this as a buy all the way down to $77. And depending on where the 50 ends up being on the weekly time frame, I even like it as low as $74. All right. So this thing does very good. Very, very good. It just goes straight to the moon. These are the type of stocks you want to invest in, but obviously you want to buy them cheaper, not expensive. I mean, it's just an $84 stock, but so it doesn't move very much, all right? It's a low beta stock, but still, it's bullish. Give it something like this. This would be the time that you want to buy, guys. All right. When you see this happening, especially on a weekly, on a complete and total bullish stock, this kind of chop is where you want to look to buy the lowest support. This is a pullback, but it's just 1 week, right? You want to see like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, pullback, and then base out, and then chop around, and then you want to buy that lowest point, like right there. And then off she goes, right? Let it pull back. I know that's not very technical of me and stuff, but that's basically what you want to do on something like this. I have, like I said, if you look at this on the yearly, this thing looks like a shit coin that hasn't experienced a bear market yet. I mean, you got one down year there. You got one down year there, one down year there, one down year there. But I mean, like, this in its entire history, all you have to do is buy on January the 1st with this stock. Oh, nope. At the very beginning, it had 2 down years. But literally, ever since then, every year that you've closed bearish, just buy the first day of January, which this year it wasn't the first day. It was the 3rd day when the stock market opened, because the first of the year was on a Saturday. But you get what I'm saying. You want to buy the open of the year, whatever day it is, whether it's the 2nd, the 3rd, the 1st, whatever day, that Monday, you buy. And that's it. Just hold it. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years straight up. Yeah, this you don't want to buy this 5 years straight up. I mean, you're getting into meta territory with 9 straight months of upside, and it looks freaking sane. 9 straight months of up. That's insane. So yeah, this thing has barely even touched its 50. Actually, since the cross of the 21 and the 50, you have not even tested the 50 on this. The 50 is almost a straight line up. Like, that is insane. Meta has never closed 9 months bullish in a row, ever. You're going to be hard-pressed to find any stock that's ever done that before. Let's go look at the high flyer of the year, right? Where's it at? There you are. What did this thing do? It was just such a high flyer on the open. This stopped those two, so you got to count consecutive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive months straight up. The only chance you had of time to buy was here when you had that little boof thing. But I mean, you wouldn't have known it, right? You wouldn't have known it. But it closed above resistance, as there is your resistance. But still, man, insane. And people are still calling this a bear market pullback. Like, you can't call NVIDIA a bear market pullback. You cannot call Apple a bear market pullback because it's making fresh all-time highs. That's usually when your bear market's over. Actually, according to Investopedia, it's when you're up 20% from the lows, not from the yearly open, from the lows. When you're up 20%, which would have been there, you're no longer in a bear market. And look at where the 21 is on the monthly, just caressing those 2 months right there. Just caressing them, forcing them to the upside. But all this stuff is extended now. It's too late. You had to buy the yearly open with us. And some of us didn't, obviously, but I did. Because I know to do that. You know what I mean? And now you do too. Bank of America is getting mighty close to the yearly opening range. That's financials. Financials, remember the bank crisis? All 3 of them that fail out of 4,500? Not really a crisis, is it? Now, when you have 4,500 banks and let's say 1,300 of them collapse, that would be a bank crisis. But 3 banks collapse and y'all are talking about a bank crisis? You're getting ready to be bullish. We can pull up the sector if you like, if you don't believe me. Here's the financial sector. This is the position I have on bearish. I'm stupid. I bought a $36 in the money put, and then sold a $34 out of the money call to reduce the price. So literally, but I did it on this day, right? I did it on this day. Why? Because it was testing, and it failed. So I was like, all right, I'll put on a put spread here. And instead of, staying roughly around 34 bucks over time, because spreads also work with time, because in some cases you get a credit for doing it. If you get a credit, then you want time to escape. And it's overbought. So I think $36 is a pretty good spot. If it gets above my $36, well, actually, if it gets above 50 bucks, this is the XLF trade right here. So you can see I'm down $16 on the trade. Now, I know it doesn't seem like a lot of money, guys, but we're going to do this right. I'm going to show you how to grow a small account. I still have a ton of buying power. I could put on maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 more positions. What? What has already hit trade profit? $8? Yeah, it's up $8. That's not 30%, is it? What did I do wrong then? $8. No, I want to make 1% on the total account's equity. But I see what you're saying. But I don't understand how it's 30%. $8 is 30% of $950. Maybe my math is just bad. But I think you would need like much more than that. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'll leave it on for a couple days, see what happens. I don't know why it didn't close. If it got up to 30%, it should have closed. Maybe my bracket order is wrong. Why is there 2 of them? I don't understand why there's 2 of them, but whatever. All right. You guys have a fantastic rest, huh? Selling day for Bitcoin. Oh yeah, the trade that we put on Bitcoin, how's it looking? Oh, it got stopped out. Yep. The trade for Bitcoin got stopped out. Let's go back to Bitcoin. I'll show you. Yeah, we got stopped. Little bastard. Took us out of the trade. It's okay. So you're broken down. So you should have left your short open, Johan. You'd be up nicely now. That was our entry and stop loss. So this hourly just blasted right through it. So yeah, that's a loss on Bitcoin. But we made $100 I made $100 on the other trade. So I'm not really sweating a $2 loss on Bitcoin. What is that other position at then? If Bitcoin is going down viciously, then so should algo. Yeah, algo is almost at break even. All right, but the stop that I have on algo is it's fine. We'll see how it goes. It was up today 15%, and now it's down to 0.54%, which is not even half a percent, because it's crashing. Most cryptos do what Bitcoin does. That's typically what we know, right? Bitcoin sucks. It's just doing all this garbage. It should have been already hit $34,000, but it didn't. It just got killed. We'll keep watching it. I mean, I have a short bias on it. As long as we're trading under the 21 on a daily closing basis, I have a short-sided bias on it. But I didn't like this short side entry here. I was looking for a wick above yesterday's high to take a short. We didn't do it today. Today, I mean, you're still trading inside of yesterday's range. That's how pathetic Bitcoin is today. Look, you're down 0.17%. So from the open, you were up less than 1%. So your entire range is not even that of 1%. 1%. That is terrible. We like these kind of candles. Those 3, 4, 5% days. Where with options, you can get that. You can get, because options have massive swings. Massive swings. AA is up $17. Look at that. Why isn't it closing? What is AA doing? I can't stop the stream until I find out what's going on with its stock. It's bouncing. That's what it's doing. It looked like it was getting absolutely murdered today. And it's bouncing. Get the moving averages off the 5-minute time frame. What's wrong with you? Yeah. It's not bouncing great. It's just bouncing. I don't even know what that red line is. That's obviously a mistake. That's got to be that weekly support, right? No, it's last week's open. It should be white. So yeah, we'll see how it ends up playing out. I would love to see the thing move back up to $35 because that deep in the money call would be up intrinsically. Oh, that would be $100 trade. So look how quick they move though. That's just with one contract. One contract. It was up $17 just 1 second ago. They move quick. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. We will see you Monday morning for all of my Patreons and channel members. We will be doing a live stream at 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Make sure you guys trade safely for the rest of the week. And obviously, I'll still be around in the Discord. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you trade safe. Make sure you trade smart. And as always, happy trading, everybody.